Long ago, in a small, quiet village deep within the Visayan Islands of the Philippines, people lived simple lives. By day they worked the fields, raised animals, and shared meals together. But when the sun began to set, fear crept into their homes. Doors were locked, windows sealed, and children were called inside before night fell. For it was in the darkness that the Aswang was said to roam, searching for its prey. One such tale tells of a widow named Rosa, who lived on the edge of the forest. To her neighbors she seemed kind but solitary, always keeping to herself. She was soft-spoken, never looked people directly in the eye, and often disappeared into the woods at odd hours. Some whispered that she was cursed. Others swore she was not human at all. But no one dared to confront her, because if she truly was an Aswang, to accuse her would mean certain death. The story begins one stormy night. A young woman named Amara was heavy with child, only days away from giving birth. As the rain battered the bamboo walls of her hut, she began to hear a faint scratching sound on her roof. At first she thought it was just branches swaying in the storm, but then she heard something else, a soft tick-tick, tick-tick, echoing through the night. Her grandmother, who kept vigil with her, turned pale. "That is no bird," she whispered. "That is the Aswang." The old woman quickly lit a bundle of dried herbs, filling the air with bitter smoke, and placed garlic at the windows. But still the sound grew closer. Outside, unseen in the storm, a figure had taken to the sky. It was Rosa, her body twisted and transformed. Her upper half had torn itself free from her lower torso, long black wings sprouting from her back. Her hair whipped in the wind as her eyes glowed like burning coals. From her mouth extended a thin, hollow tongue, long as a snake. Searching for a way into the hut, Amara clutched her belly, praying for protection as the scratching grew louder. The Aswang hovered above, her tongue snaking through the gaps in the thatch roof, inching closer to the unborn child. Just as the creature was about to pierce through, the grandmother raised a sharp blade coated with oil and salt and struck at the tongue. A shriek tore through the night, so loud it seemed to shake the very air. The Aswang retreated, her wings beating furiously as she vanished into the storm, leaving behind the faint stench of decay. The next morning, the villagers found Rosa back in her hut, pale and weak, claiming she had fallen ill during the storm. But the people no longer looked at her with kindness. They had seen the marks of the Aswang's attempt, long scratches on Amara's roof, feathers scattered in the mud, and the echo of that blood-curdling scream still in their ears. From that night on, the village doubled its precautions. Pregnant women never slept alone. Garlic and holy water were kept at every doorway. And Rosa, the quiet widow, was forever shunned, watched with suspicion until the day she vanished into the forest, never to be seen again. Some say she still prowls the night skies, hunting the unborn, forever cursed to live as an Aswang. That is one of the most enduring tales of the Aswang, told in many villages, passed down to remind people that evil can hide in plain sight, wearing the face of a neighbor by day and the wings of a monster by night.